Okay, you guys really got to check out the performance live trading the Delta Renko today. All right, this is something where once you get your hands on this and trade with it live, like the performance is simply unreal. This has been in the hands of my customers for just the last 2 days, okay, since we had the live webinar. And just in the last 2 days, we have generated over 1,100 ticks using the Delta Renko chart and also using the Delta broadcast. All right, matter of fact, let's start here. Okay, let's start with the Delta broadcast, which is this indicator that I've programmed. It's a bit of a prototype at the moment, but so far the feedback that I've been getting is superb, phenomenal, fantastic. Like, people actually prefer the broadcast over the channel. Okay, and that's fine because I actually get it. I understand why people are just straight up falling in love with the broadcast. All right, so let me just give you a quick rundown on what is this Delta broadcast. This indicator overlay is a way to sort of broadcast what's happening on your Delta Renko bars. All right, these are the charts. And by the way, this is from today, Thursday, October 17th, 2024, live trading the NQ from today's morning session. All right, but essentially I've programmed a way to broadcast these channels, like these large 45 degrees. All right, these 45-degree prints, which is just my version of market delta, and we are now able to broadcast that 45-degree angle into any other chart of your choice. In my case, as you can see here, I'm broadcasting it into my T-bars. I love the T-bars. I feel it's just a perfect fit for the Delta broadcast channel, as you're going to see here. But remember, you can broadcast it into any other chart you want. All right, 1-minute candles, Renko charts, tick charts, whatever your heart desires. All right, now let me show you why people love this. Okay, because this is a technique that we looked at in the live webinar that we did 2 days ago, and the hypothesis was whenever we see the Delta broadcast channel start drawing a 45-degree angle, all right, and I'm talking about the broadcast, not the chart, although they will happen at the same time, okay, because obviously one is broadcasting into the other. But whenever you see this channel start, which took place right here, all right, and I'm going to show you 3 setups from today, man. Like, for those of you guys that understand and you appreciate risk reward, I'm going to show you something that is like 200 to 1 reward. All right, I know you're not going to believe it. Please allow me to prove it to you. Okay, so anyway, whenever the channel broadcast starts, okay, what we talked about in the webinar is you have to wait for, number one, the price to retrace into somewhere in the Delta channel. All right, could be the midpoint like it did here, or a little bit more conservative, then I guess you could wait for it to tag the top of the channel, right? So this is an example of a down 45-degree angle print. So we are only looking for shorts, right? I mean, that should be obvious. And so one technique that we talked about in the webinar was whenever you see the thing come into the channel, what you want to do is just wait for the first reversal T-bar. Okay, that's it. Just the first red reversal T-bar that shows up somewhere in the channel. Okay, it's got to be the first one because we are only going to be taking the first one. This is how we control our risk. All right, either we win a huge amount of ticks on the first tag of the channel, or we get stopped out. And either of those outcomes is fine. All right, but take a look at this setup, man. All right, watch me spin this forward. Look at this thing just get slammed for 500 ticks. All right, like, can you see why people are just like obsessed now with this broadcast? Let me show you a setup that took place a little bit earlier. Matter of fact, this was right at the opening print. This was like 8:30. All right, check this out. All right, let me zoom in here for you. Okay, check this out. Can you guys see what I'm about to do here? All right, just from the technique that we already talked about. Okay, I'll give you a couple of seconds. Tell me if you can recreate the setup that I just showed you from a few moments ago. Go ahead. Yep, here it is again, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I dare you to tell me This is not the Holy Grail. Dare you. All right? And look at this, man. Look at the time here. All right? This was 1 minute into today's stock market open. The signal showed up at 8:31 a.m. today. All right? And if I zoom out here, man, look at this thing just plunge for another 600 ticks straight down. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys, are you with me or are you with me? Hey? So listen, all you guys that opted into the Delta Renko charts alone, okay, this Delta broadcast was included free. You're going to find it in the D section in your indicator list. Again, let me just recap this for you. Open up any chart that you'd like to. Ideally, I think you should just stick with the T-bar charts. I feel this is going to be your moneymaker. And then overlay the Delta broadcast onto that chart and then start watching it. All right. But remember, guys, this is the key takeaway. Like, if you take away nothing else from watching this video, then this should be it. You have to make sure that if you're going to trade the broadcast, aka when the market pulls back into the Delta channel, all right, you have to remember you should only be trading the first setup. All right, like the first color match. You're either going to win huge on that first one, or you're going to get stopped out. All right, for a 1-bar loser. So like, here's an example where we basically made, like, what is this? Like, Jesus Christ, like 100 bars. All right, so the risk reward dynamic is just superb, man. Right? In other words, there's only two outcomes, right? Either you're going to lose the value of 1 bar, or you have the potential to make the value of 100 bars. And sometimes, in a case like today, maybe even 200 bars. All right? So yeah, man, congratulations to all of my people who took the time to opt in. Keep in mind, guys, we're only 2 days into this. This is a brand new program, and we're up 1,100 ticks in just 2 days by just following the concepts of market delta. You understand? So look, guys, thank you so much for indulging me and watching this video. I really appreciate your honest feedback. I'm glad you guys are crushing it so far. Please keep in mind that this is a product open for limited sale. I have very few license keys remaining. So if you feel that this is a trading system that could be suited for your trading style, make sure you get at me. All right. And in the meantime, I'm going to send you guys one final video recapping tomorrow's live trading on the Delta Renko on Friday, October 18th. I'll see you in the next video.